What is up guys, Wraec here with a new video, and today I want to talk about the new guild battle mode, Battle Drills. You can actually find that right here in the guild, or you can also go through the battle modes window to enter it. It was actually announced in there with a little countdown, so now it is live and we can enter it. When you first enter it, this game mode will actually lead you right into the command center, which is the place where you set the heroes you can use in that game mode. As you can see, I now have 10 heroes in there. Initially, you will only have 5, and only after beating the first stronghold will you unlock the other 5 slots. So which heroes do you really want to set in there? Well, in general, you should set your strongest heroes. There are some heroes that are better for this than others. The game recommends you some above, the stronghold nukers and the boss killers. In general, those are okay choices. I personally also like Vala in there, just to quickly take care of enemies, because this is our goal for the start of this path. You will fight along this path basically, and you will fight either the boss, or you will find those guards that we will see here. We'll show a fight against them in a second, and against those guards, you basically have an advantage if you can kill them early on. That is like your goal, so this should be reflected in your hero choices. One hero that is in here that is kind of questionable, and I want to talk a little bit about this, because usually Rainier is a very great choice for a hero for basically any game mode. But in Battle Drills, he has a certain disadvantage, and we can see that if we can take a look at his skills. In his skills, we actually have his ult, and his ult says, Rainier selects an enemy, dealing 230% damage and teleporting to another dimension with the target for 10 seconds. And as I said, it's mostly about killing the enemy as fast as you can. So Rainier can actually block that. You can come into the very uncomfortable position that Rainier teleported a target into another dimension, and you will have to wait for 10 seconds until you get this target back to finally kill it. So Rainier, while being a nice support, can actually be a huge disadvantage here. So other good choices definitely include Vala. You can use a tank like Thorin. You don't really have to if your heroes are strong enough. If you build bursty enough, that can work out, at least against the guards. Sessia is definitely a nice choice. And of course, there are many other choices that you can go for, depending on what heroes you choose. So what do you do with those heroes now? Well, basically, your first goal will be to defeat guards. The first guard slot is right here, and on the way to the first stronghold that we can see the Miasma Bridge, which we already defeated, so I sadly can't show you this. I hope I can show you the next one though. The first thing that you will see are guards. So a regular guard fight looks like this. You will see there are easy guards. If we refresh, or there are no longer regular guards, there are also regular guards. This is the difficulty of this. And also you can see level 71. Level 71 is currently our level here for the guards, and your heroes will be at that level too. We can show that once we fight those guards, all of our heroes are level 71, no matter if they are level 71 or not. There is one thing that you should know. If your heroes are above that level, 10% of the baseline level will remain there, so you can actually have a higher level than those enemies. The game says it right here. Hero levels will be affected by the baseline level in the Battle Drills mode. That is 71 currently. Check the command center to view the current baseline level. When a hero's level is below the baseline, they will automatically upgrade to match the baseline. So if you have lower level heroes, that is pretty good for you, so you can compete in here as well. And if your level surpasses that, you can only get 10% of those surpassing levels there. So if you are 10 level above, that will actually be reduced to 1 level above, because only 10% remain. So that is important to know, as this will massively affect your power, either for the positive or the negative, and is very important for those fights. So when we fight such guards, what does actually happen? Well, regularly one fight requires 12 stamina. Your heroes all get a stamina bar, they start at 18, and a fight like this takes 12. So this in itself already implicates one strategy that would be pretty good. If you could beat all of those guards with a single hero, only that hero would of course lose stamina, which will mean you can do more attacks. You can beat more guards, you can have more of an impact on the fight for your entire guild. If you use 5 heroes, however, all of those heroes will reduce stamina. and that is, well, not very nice if you lose 12 stamina. There is one thing to note about the stamina though. If you can beat the fight within 20 seconds, so with 60 seconds remaining in that sense, then you will only lose 6 stamina. So there are two main goals now. You really want to use as little stamina as possible, and one big way to do that would actually to reduce the number of heroes you use in a battle. So right now we can take out one of my heroes, and I still feel pretty confident that we can actually defeat this within 20 seconds. So we can just try. We can also, of course, go for more offensive artifacts if we want to use that. We can also use the confining spell. I will just go for blazing spell right now just to do some more damage. And now we'll just go ahead and do that with 4 heroes, and we'll see how that works out. Formation is incomplete. Yes, it is, but this is intentional in this situation. We'll just do auto battle right here. You can see the countdown going down, and I think we can beat this within 20 seconds fairly easily. I put Reyna in there. I just noticed. Oh, that's not good. Oh, you were lucky there. I kind of forgot that I put Reyna in there. But you can see, if that actually brought the guy to the another dimension, then we would have easily lost that. And now, battle duration is more than 60 seconds left. Stamina plus 6 for deployed heroes. So we lose 12, gain 6. This is basically what happens here. Our rewards for this is 1 treasure key, which we'll show the rewards of in a second. And of course, some gold. You can see the fights aren't too difficult if you have some strong heroes. The remaining guards are now on easy 8 guards, so we'll have to defeat 8 more guards as a guild. You can see all of my guild members' defeats of the guards coming up ahead. And once we progress far enough, we will actually reach this statue, which includes guards and will give us a capture bonus. Champ level rewards after taking this stronghold, the camps connected to it will increase in camp level. The camp level will provide stat bonus for camp members, so all of our levels will increase again. So that is pretty. All of our buffs will increase again, I should say, because we have those camp skills here, Wild Might, and we also have level bonus that gives us buffs. And those buffs are actually quite substantial, 20% attack from the 10 levels that we got from the first statue here for the first guards. Guard details, nothing too fancy in here, but those were the first 10 levels that we got. From all of this, you earn keys. So right now I have 4 keys that we can check out. We have the Chest of Valor here, and this is actually the place where we use those keys to unlock different rewards. The percentages and what you can get are up in here. The first one is the Adventurer's Treasure. This includes up to 3,000 diamond. If you pull that, that's actually crazy. We also have Elite Epic Invite Letters. We also have Invite Letters, normal Invite Letters, and this is actually the same for both of those. For the Stalwart Horde and also for the Adventurer's Treasure, same percentage RNG for this. The main difference is that you have some lower amounts of gems in here, while you instead have the soul stones and acorns up in here. That also actually are nice. Most of the time from this you will earn some guild medals. Guild medals, of course, also very useful. Personally, I think it's kind of nice to go for the 3,000 gems. I mean, I would be very happy to summon this, so this is something that I really like. Guild medals are, of course, also always very useful. I mean, gems, you can get a very nice amount of gems from this. You can see 65% for 50 gems. If you gain, like, I have like 6 keys, you will already have 300 gems, enough to do 1 summon again, which is cool, which is basically the more consistent way. But I personally, I like acorns, I like guild medals, and I like a huge number for gems, so I go for the Adventurer's Treasure, which is what I want to do. So let's see if we can get lucky here and pull those 3,000 gems. If I actually do that right now, that would be crazy in the guide video, so let's go. We couldn't do it, so we got some guild medals instead. Some acorns here, Mauler acorns, those are not bad, not good, could be way better. On top of that, we have the Reputation Treasure. Reputation Treasure includes certain quests that you want to follow, participate in battles for 2 days. So you want to keep those quests in mind, want to progress with those, and this will actually give you this Reputation Treasure up ahead. And as you know from several other modes, once you unlock this reputation level, you'll instantly get the rewards. I actually got some rewards already. Once you complete this, get 1,000 points, you will get those rewards and progress to the next level where you can earn some more. So this is actually very nice. It's a nice way of earning loot, and this will be available every week to you to earn some loot, to earn some extra stuff, and it's a pretty big amount of loot actually for the amount of time that you spend to do some attacks. Strategy involved, as we said, mostly evolves around the stamina. You really want to keep an eye out on that. And for the second set of heroes that you will earn, and that you will get after the stronghold, I saw some different things. What I personally think about it is you want to keep in mind that those should work together as a team. Maybe you even want to split it up. If you are sure that this team, for example, can clear this within 20 seconds, maybe you want to split it up, take some of your strongest heroes out there so that they can work in the second team, and then put some of your maybe a bit weaker heroes in there, but give them some synergy. Maybe work with something like this. And let's do a decent team here. That's like 4 heroes. I think that can work. We can just try it. Let me put it like this. I think that's all right. So let's go ahead with 4 heroes now, and keep some of your stronger heroes for the remainder of the fight. If you can still clear it within 20 seconds, that's good. If not, I mean, you use up more stamina, which would certainly be good if you didn't, but sometimes it just can't be. Sometimes it just happens. Right now, I mean, we still have a bunch of enemies there, which I hope we can clear. There is a second wave to it, so we still have a few seconds left. Let's see if we can do it. That was actually horrible. Sessia just pretty much missed, so not very good. But we just made it, so even some of my weaker heroes together with one stronger heroes is a nice pairing. And this actually now saved me a bunch of stamina on my stronger heroes. So with a nice combination there, we were able to actually manage to build a team with some synergies and clear some guards without much of a problem. So next thing I want to show you is actually a fight against this statue. So sadly, we're still a bit off from the second stronghold, which is not a big problem actually, because this game does have the wonderful feature that we can check out the fights from other people. So we can just go into the contribution and we see Enforcer in there, who did a beautiful fight. We can see that wonderful damage from Sessia here, and we can watch that fight. So let's check out the fight here. You can see it is like a mix of a regular team, a regular fight against a normal team, and at the same time those guys have super big HP and actually a boss HP bar up there with I guess it's 100 bars of HP, so it's kind of crazy. Don't seem to deal too much damage, at least at that level, to Enforcer. Nice combination there with the Iron and the Sessia. That is always nice, like pull them together with the Iron, nuke them with the Sessia. And you can see it's just about dealing as much damage as you can within the time frame. If you are able, of course, to just nuke those enemies down, well, that's even better. I don't think he really needed that Thor in there, to be honest. Like, could have probably gone for more damage. That would have been pretty cool, but I mean, you just don't know it ahead of time. Just experimenting at this point. But yeah, now you can definitely see why the game recommends Rowan for some energy there as a boss killer. So you can go pretty offensive, at least against the first boss. Pretty cool, I have to say. Nice fight. So we actually got to the last statue. I wanted to show you that even though we can't fight it, the reason we can't fight it is I have no hero with sufficient stamina, and the fight costs 24 stamina. So that's a thing. Still some recommendations up ahead. When we check out the skills here, we can see we have a CC skill here with Entangle. And that is the ult. So we have some CC coming in. We have the Frenzy effect here, which I think is a little bit weird. When ally is defeated, they are not really defeated very often, but it is something that comes into effect there. And on those guys, we actually see we have Fizz Death and Magic Death boost. So one option that might be interesting is the Blazing Spell. With the Blazing Spell, you have some death penetration there, so you could go past that, which is pretty cool. Other than that, I mean, you can use the confining spell just because those enemies, well, if they CC, that is obviously a problem, or you can use the control immunity from the enlightening spell. All of those are valid options. For now, that's about it for the video. I showed you the fight, I showed you the tactic. Stout Recruit is all about that. We will make another video for the other challenges, for the Season Challenge and the Restless Warrior. Stay tuned for that if you don't want to miss those. So please subscribe to the channel. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.